They needed to go through worse.
Yeah. And I'm just saying, bro, like, the thing is, I mean, like me personally, I never really had a dog in the fight. But, like, just seeing how crazy it's gotten these past few years, I'm like, man, like, look, I'm one to always be like, exercise your rights. But the thing is, and this is what people don't understand, they always bring up the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, right?
Right.
They were talking about muskets.
Right.
I don't think they would have. I don't think the forefathers would have said, "Oh, give everybody
a Uzi."
A Uzi.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody should have.
Good morning.
Everybody should have the ability and the rights to go out and purchase a gun. I'm not saying that.
Right.
But the caliber of guns that these people are buying.
Right. That's ridiculous. And I'm a gun guy. Some stuff is just a little too ridiculous.
When that law was read, they had to load it like this. You know, pour powder, pour bullet. Pump it. There was no mass shootings like that.
Right, they weren't mass shootings.
If you was mass shooting, you had to go 30 deep.
You had to bring 30 people to have a mass shooting.
You couldn't just go do a mass shooting by yourself.
With a musket.
Not with no musket.
Look, at yesterday there was another shooting at a funeral.
Yeah.
Really?
Shooting up a funeral. But I don't know, we've been shooting up funerals for years now.
I know, but it just falls along that time.
Falls right into it, yes. But anyway, call us up, y'all. Tell us what y'all think. 919-899-9305.
Call up.
We got some jams for you now. Hey, yo, you know what? I was just thinking about something, man.
What's that?
Let's say the Warriors beat the Celtics, right?
Mm-hmm.
That would give Steph his 4th ring.
Yep.
He'll have the same amount of rings as LeBron James. Does that make Steph Curry as good or better than LeBron James?
I mean, they got to be tiered together.
Really?
And as far as accolades, those are accolades.
Yeah.
We're not talking about one-on-one type situation.
Right, and see, my thing is one-on-one, who will win?
LeBron. I mean,
Steph might have as many rings as LeBron, but he won't have as many millions. LeBron James is
a billion.
That means that if they had $1 million bills, LeBron James would have $1,000 million bills.
Mm-hmm. He is now a
the first active player in sports history
to be a billionaire.
A billionaire with a B.
With a B. So under 40.
So for everyone talking junk about that new Space Jam movie, laugh all the way to the bank.
I ain't mad about that.
I was like, my boy King. Like now you gotta call him King James. Because only kings have billions of dollars.
I don't know. I don't call the people in Europe that stuff, so.
Yeah, what would you call Queen Elizabeth?
The old hag.
You wouldn't say, hey, queen?
No.
But she's a queen.
Not to me. She's a slave owner.
She was around when slavery was.
They're still eating off of slavery. All the islands in the Caribbean, taxed by who? Them.
I'm not disagreeing.
She is that royal family is a functioning slave unit. I don't care what they say. And all them people over there, oh hell, the queen and the queen's tea. They grew up with that stuff. That's them. I see. I'm gonna call her Liz.
You gonna call her Liz?
Yeah.
What up, Liz?
What up, Liz?
Like I remember Michelle Obama gave her a hug and they acted like she broke the law. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nah, fam, you family.
You can't touch her, man. Listen, she didn't want to be touched. Stay at home.
Yo, like the way they did Meghan Markle and stuff, like really, they lost so many cool points with me with that.
After they did Diana dirty, that's what.
Well, I knew they want nothing, but at the same time, I didn't understand what was even going on at the time.
Right, that's you get older.
But like Princess Diana, she was broke, and that's why you can tell her son is a lot like her,
and that's why they don't like him.
Yeah, because like he done brought home a colored girl
and got her pregnant twice.
Yeah, had some colored babies,
had little manipulative babiys.
Man, I'm like this, but like out of all of them, I forgot, is it William or Harry? I can't remember which one.
Harry's the hood one. William's the older one.
Yeah, William. Because like I don't think Elizabeth's gonna die and let Prince Charles be king.
No, it's gonna go to Harry. Yeah. I mean, I'm William.
Prince Charles is gonna die before Queen Elizabeth.
I wouldn't be surprised he tried to kill his own son to get that spot, bro. Because that's what they do.
Yeah.
Because.
Well, no, that's the thing though. Like if there was anybody, Charles would be king before William if they're both alive.
Who's Charles?
Charles is their dad.
Oh yeah, the dude with the big ears.
Yeah, Prince Charles. So like he ain't gonna kill his son to get the spot because he's already gonna have the spot. Now, if anybody was to do something, Harry would kill William to
move
get the
up.
spot. Yeah.
No, he'll lose because William's son will be next in line.
Oh yeah, you're right.
He would have to kill his nephews.
He had to kill his nephews and the dad. Yeah, you're right. It'd be like some Scar type stuff.
Yeah, it's all Lion King.
What if they end up straight going Lion King in this whole in Buckingham Palace?
Woo! Murder at Buckingham? Now that's a movie.
No, that's a movie. That is definitely like you could really remake Lion King with live action people.
Yeah,
with that same plot line
and give them their names.
Yeah,
I'm with it.
You know what I mean? Because, like, I know Harry High. He'll never be king.
No.
Because he goes down the way. He'll be a lord, I think, right?
Yeah, he'll be a lord or a duke.
A prince.
Or something like that.
No, there'll still be princes, I think.
Yeah, there'll still be princes.
Yeah, there'll be princes.
It'll just be in however the hierarchy is.
Yeah, but you're done.
Yeah, you ain't making it.
Well, could you imagine having to call your nephew king? That's worse than having to call your son king, I think.
Right,
like,
yeah.
Son. Hey, you can't even say nephew. You can't even be like, hey, nephew, come here.
No, you can't say, excuse me, subject. What did you say to I?
How dare you address me?
Punch him right in the damn eye. Well, North Carolina, a little bit of good news on Friday. Medical marijuana is one step closer to getting legalized in North Carolina. But it still has to be passed by the House, and they don't think the House is going to pass it. But the Senate did give them the green light, literally, on that bill.
The green light.
So the bill has several limitations that could hinder the legalization down the road.
But you know what's crazy is that my sister could benefit tremendously from medical marijuana. Not even on some like, hey, let's get high and smoke out. Just to the fact of the benefits of it.
The healing practice.
The healing elements of it, as well as the fact of the stimulation of appetite.
Appetite.
So
you know.
I'm looking forward to seeing if it comes in, only because I know what the positivity could come from it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as not just like, oh, it's time to party. Let's get a blunt.
Right,
Don't get me wrong, because my sister gets her hands on some medical marijuana. Best believe I'll be trying to get she, but she's a God-fearing good girl, so she ain't gonna just give me no medical marijuana.
No, we're gonna have to take it from her.
Yeah, I'm about to catch her slipping.
Yeah, we're gonna catch her slipping. As soon as you see us come through the door, she'll be like,
But the crazy thing about medical marijuana is it don't get you high.
Shoot.
Don't ask me how I know this.
Shoot.
Oh no, I don't. They take a lot of the THC out of it.
Not the medical marijuana from Boston.
Yeah. Well, yours is different, but down in most areas, what they do is they keep the cannabis in it, but it's like almost like CBD. That's like the medical grade marijuana. Like, it don't give you that.
That's different.
Yeah, it is.
In Boston, the medical marijuana is what you're trying to get because it is off the hook.
Oh yeah, but you can't trust a nigga from Boston anyway.
Oh, see,
y'all Boston niggas always trying to get off. Oh, are we allowed to talk about Boston people, Steve? Oh, well, he ain't say nothing.
Oh, go right back to it.
Nah, but I'm just like I'm looking at that one because like when you saw, I was like, ooh, that's news. Because all we got other than that is that war in Ukraine. 100 days of war. Yesterday marked 100 days of the Ukrainian war.
I actually forgot about them.
About 20% of Ukraine's territory is now under Russian control. The Ukrainian president, Volodymyr Zelensky, that's like a curse.
It is.
Said yesterday, adding that the Donbas region is almost entirely destroyed. About 800 people, including some children, are hiding in several bomb shelters underneath a chemical factory in Severodonetsk. But the problem is, why would you tell them that? Why would you, as the president, tell that there's 800 people hiding in several bomb shelters and underneath a chemical factory in Severodonetsk? That's like Russians, if you're listening. There are 800 people hiding in bomb shelters underneath a chemical factory in Severodonetsk.
Why would you give up the location?
Yeah.
I ain't no snitch, but the weed's underneath HL's car.
Like that's like when Biden told everybody.
I'm saying.
When Biden told Afghanistan officials about the people that helped during the evacuation.
Yeah. Oh, it was Steve. He lives on Roosevelt Avenue. He helped out, thanks to him. You just telling dry snitching.
I'm just like, you telling on your own people. You trying to win this war or not, man?
Speaking of win a war, Young Thug did not win his bond hearing.
No, he did. He's gonna be in jail for what? Like another
2023 January. That's when the case starts.
Oh, yeah, Young Thug gonna be in there. I can't wait to see what his hair look like now.
They said no. Then they trying to say that another young YSL is apparently on the other side of this case, as in helping the feds build it, allegedly.
Yeah, and then let's talk about this Tulsa shooting that happened earlier this week.
Mm-hmm.
The 233rd mass shootings in the U.S. this year. And he bought an AR-15 that morning.
For breakfast.
That's all we need to hold. Anyway, more jams for you. Keep it locked. Thank you, Mr. White Man. Appreciate you. So, I don't know where P went. Is he all right? I think P back. Anyway, so let me tell y'all something that I read was that basically the motive for the suspected Tulsa shooters like rampage was allegedly back pain. Yes. I remember a couple of days ago, I was like, I wonder why he shot up this. You know what I mean? I look at the why sometimes, and this is a good why. I mean, not a good reason why, but this why is pretty much spectacular. So let me explain what happened. The police say the suspected shooter complained to his surgeon, which is Dr. Preston Phillips, hours before killing him on the St. Francis Hospital campus. Tulsa Police Chief Wendell Franklin says the gunman, Michael Lewis, recently had back surgery and was upset with his doctor because he was still in pain. Lewis was armed with an AR-style rifle, which he used to kill 2 doctors, a patient, and a receptionist on Wednesday. He then took his own life. According to authorities, police say he bought the assault rifle the same day as the shooting. A note on his body, on his person, spelled out that his intent was to kill Dr. Phillips because he was furious because there was still pain after his back surgery. So
all that for back pain.
Yeah. Basically, he went like this. He told the doctor, like, "Hey, I'm still in pain." And the doctor probably just shoot him out because you know how doctors are.
Right.
Let's keep it a band. You know how doctors will be like they're not very receptive, especially to a black man's pain.
You know,
like he might have been like, "Hey, I need some pills. I need something to help me with this pain." Doctor was like, "Nah, I can't do nothing for you.
Right.
Bye. You only had Medicaid." I don't know what the conversation was like.
Or it could have been a fresh surgery and you're still feeling.
Yeah, and he went to complain to his doctor, and his doctor seems like he dismissed him.
Mm-hmm.
So he shot him. I'm not saying that's right, but at least we know what was going on. But, you know, it's easier to grasp that concept than just a grown-ass man shooting up a bunch of kids.
Absolutely.
Or a man just going into a grocery store shooting. I mean, not saying that he was right, but at least in his mind, there was reasoning behind it.
Right.
Not just because of hate or because you're a punk and can't handle it on against a real man, so you can go kill a bunch of kids. At least it wasn't like that.
It's still wrong.
Yeah, it's still wrong. I'm not going to say that dude wasn't wrong. Dude was wrong as a mug. But he was, to me, he was not wronger or more wrong
than the other one. No, I know, unequivocally.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, he was a little bit
righter.
Yeah,
in a strange way. I mean, we all get that way. We want to slap the hell out of bosses every now and then, lay hands on folks.
Yeah, so King Richard's wife, the woman that played King Richard's wife in the movie King Richard, opens up about being bisexual. I wish all women would just open up about being bisexual, because I think women in general are just bisexual. They like both. They go both ways.
They're just naturing both ways.
Yeah. Like, because women are quick to go to another nigga. I mean, go to a woman after they break up with a nigga.
Oh, quick.
You don't never see dudes doing that. You don't never see...
Yo, my man, come hold me, son.
Yo, son, I need someone to cuddle with me, fam.
You know what I'm saying?
But,
here's the question for you, bro.
All right.
Would you be able to do one of those relationships?
What, be with a woman that is
2 women. 2
women? A throuple?
Mm-hmm.
You know how hard it is to get peace with one woman?
I'm just asking.
And 2, I probably would, though, because I'm greedy.
Mm.
It depends. Like, see, I'm like this. I could deal with having an extra girl, especially when my other girl, is cool with it.
Right.
I couldn't handle me being able to step out and her being able to step out. Like, I couldn't handle an open relationship. I couldn't handle a throuple. It's closed and I know what we're dealing with right here.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I couldn't handle my wife or my woman.
Random.
Like, all right, baby, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to go out for the weekend with Jeff. And she gonna kiss me and leave the door, and I know she's going out for a rendezvous with another dude.
And getting back blown out.
Yeah. And I mean, because I'll be getting some, you know what I'm saying, just out of spite, and I'll be crying.
But you'll still be crying. Yeah, you still be like...
I'll be crushed.
I'm like, somebody's in my sweet spot right now.
Just like women, men are selfish. We want to be the only one.
Okay.
But I could do a throuple, but it'd have to be organic.
Right, not forced.
Yeah, it couldn't be forced.
No.
It had to be organic, and it'd have to be two girls. Like, I couldn't do two dudes. I couldn't share a chick with a dude.
I was trying to... One of them, my wife watch everything, and one of these people that she follows has a throuple with two dudes. So she got a husband, and she got another piece.
And that is taking sipping to a whole nother level.
I'm looking at it, and I'm just like, I'm uncomfortable listening to them talk.
I'm like this, man, and this is my.
Then you're a better person than me if you feel that way.
Being that women outnumber men, like 5 or 6 or 7 to 1, and you having to share a woman with a dude, that makes you a simp above simps. Like you might as well be that. Like I was thinking about that Trey Songz song. I'm like, that's a simp national anthem right there. But like, I'll be damned if I'm sharing my chick with a dude. Not when there's so many chicks out there that he can get or I can get.
The funny part is they did that for a year, and now they're adding a girl to it. I said, yeah, I figured that would happen.
You would definitely need to add.
You would have to.
And now so it's a squad. So now it's just basically an open orgy.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I couldn't do that either. Like if I had 2 chicks over here and it was me and my boy. Pick one, I pick one. Right. But we're not going to keep going back and forth interchanging them.
Yeah. I switching controllers like a PS5.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
Nintendo Switch. They got the ball.
Wait, let me ask you, could you do that?
What's that?
A throuple.
We talked about it before. And I was just like, yeah. I mean, can it be possible pulled off? Yes.
My girl told me that was a red flag if a man asked for it. She was like, yeah, that's a zero thought. Like,
it's not even like, I mean, it depends on the scenario, I guess. But yeah, I think I could do it. But that's just what it is.
I could do it, but I don't think I would want to. I think it would get old after a while. Because now, instead of keeping one person happy, you got to keep 2 people happy, and it's already exhausting keeping one person. Or I ain't gonna say keep, because if you have to keep someone happy, you're not.
That should be with them.
They need some stuff to work out on their own. But to deal with 2 different personalities.
I mean, it's a mean flex.
It's definitely a mean. If they fine, it ain't no flex. They ugly.
No, not that stuff you put up. No, if you got two if I got 2 9s. Yeah.
That don't equal an 18. I was just saying, you got 2 9s, yeah. 2 3s, nah, I'm cool.
But that's
you gotta get a 6 the hard way.
Yeah, exactly. I be thinking about the other stuff, like you explain to your kids, oh, this is what you've been hiding, this is what you've been waiting for us to leave the house for. Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
but yeah, I mean, it could be done. Yeah, if it's done, like you said, respectfully and all parties.
I'm not knocking nobody's lifestyle. If you want to live your lifestyle that way, it's just not for me. It looks good on you. Right. In the words of Bruce.
Right. Everybody always wanted that 201. We're all dudes, but you have to take a lot of black rhino for that one.
Well, let me ask you a question, man. What's the difference between pimping and simping?
Pimping, you're getting money.
I'm gonna give you an example. You tell me if it's pimping or simping.
Okay, give me an example.
All right. So you're dealing with a girl. And, and y'all been dealing with each other for a while. It's not like a whole bunch of mess going on, right? And so you hit her up one day. You're like, hey, babe, how you doing? And she's like, yo, you know what? Everything's going on. You done hit it, too. You done hit it. Y'all are hitting.
So we familiar.
Yeah, y'all familiar.
Okay.
You hit her up, and she's like, man, I ain't got no food to feed my kids. Is it pimping to buy, or is it simping to buy?
It depends on your long-term goals. Because all you're doing is setting up a rendezvous for later on.
I'm just saying, like, out of the kindness of your heart, because you were raised right.
If you were raised right, no, you feed them kids.
You feed the kids.
You feed the kids.
All right, so that's pimping.
That's a pimp move, because now you're not going in it with no expectations.
All right, you're on the first date with a chick, right? And y'all having a good time. Y'all have a really good time. The next day you hit up like, hey, babe, I had a good time with you. Want to do it again? And she said, yeah, that's fine. But you notice a problem with the attitude. So you like, what's wrong? She's like, they about to cut my lights off. Do you help her or do you not?
Nah.
That's simping.
That's simping.
All right. So now
that's simping. I saw the bait in the water in
You saw the bait in the water.
Yeah,
and you ain't hit yet.
Oh no. All
right.
We just went on a date. That was it.
All right.
You want light bill money? No, man.
So all right. So you with a chick. You married. You're married to a woman. Right. Y'all been married 2.5 years.
2? Okay.
2.5 years. She has a job. You have a job.
Okay.
While you're on like lunch, you happen to drive by and notice that she's with her work husband having lunch. You go in and check her. Is that pimping or simping?
Oh, that's pimping.
That's pimping.
Absolutely.
All right. Now,
that's pimping. What I'm gonna do? Drive by
you know what my
and
pimp
call?
Move is? My pimp move is to piss off the work husband in every avenue. What I mean by that, I would be such a good husband, so loving, sending flowers, because that work husband's a simp. Number one, we all know that the work husband is a simp.
Most of us,
right.
But here's the thing: this is how petty I would be. I would see them having lunch. I would stop by. I'd be such a jerk. I paid the bill. Just so make him look like an even worse individual. I wouldn't even say nothing. I'll get back to work.
I would be sending flowers and stuff. He'd be like, your husband said you. Like, he would be so mad because he would never have an opening. I would keep it so closed that like I'm talking about hold your woman down.
Oh.
Like nothing makes you hold your woman down more than find out she got a work husband.
Look.
Because now it's not even about me cherishing my wife or me caring about her. It's about me pissing this dude off on every stop.
Oh, shutting it down. I mean, but I've been a work husband in a good way. I didn't buy, go lunch and all stuff like that. It was just people just
work husbands just typically seem like they're waiting for you to mess up. That's what it seems.
That's what the thirsty work husbands are. I've seen those kind of dudes that buying flowers and birthday cards and like, I got your favorite Starbucks, and if it's given, it's going both ways, fine. But if I seen dudes just overload the female. I'm like, bro, she got a dude, right? Yeah, that's my girl. I said, you're not gonna get it no matter what you give. You're just giving out free money.
I don't know. I've gotten it on quite a few occasions. Not necessarily being a work husband, just being a cool co-worker.
Being a cool co-worker.
Well, boy, like I'm telling you, if women cheat, when they cheat with something familiar.
Yeah, they don't go out the woods.
And when they leave a dude, they already got something lined up. And the dude that's always lined up is that dude that they're talking to on a regular basis. That
they're comfortable with it.
All right. So let me ask you this: pimp move or simp move? Your wife has a co-worker at work, a friend at work, right? Male friend, opposite sex, male friend at work, right? And he invites her to his birthday party or some sort of social gathering. Right? All right. Do you let her go? Do you let her stay? Do you like, I don't feel comfortable with you going over there?
Do I like dude?
Do you like him? You don't know dude.
Oh, so I don't know dude.
You don't even know dude.
Nah, we can go.
We can go.
We can go.
Now, if you go with her and then she chooses that she doesn't want to go no more, what's your next move?
Oh, we gotta have a conversation about this. Cause you was all gee and ha.
You're ready to go
without me. Now all of a sudden you don't want to, so let's go ahead and break open this paperwork.
Oh, so it's pretty much a rizzy.
It's gonna be, because this conversation is not gonna be fun.
It's not gonna be beneficial to the relationship.
No, because if now I've had problems with my wife's co-workers before, because that's just how things are. Sometimes you gotta put cats in place. You know what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily call it a problem. But when you want to stop doing what you're doing on a regular basis because I want to attend or something like that, there's the red flag right now. That's a flare. Ain't a flag, it's a flare.
I hear you. I mean, I agree. Like me personally, I'm like this. If my chick is like, hey, there's a party going, I want to go. I'm like, all right, cool, let's go. Like, you know, if I find out, and if she's like, never mind, I ain't gonna go no more. Yeah, it's a wrap. Like, I don't even want to be with you no more. At that point, if we're married, I gotta try to figure out a way to work it out.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I don't trust you no more.
Right.
And when I don't trust you, I can't be committed to no chick I don't trust. It's just that simple. I ain't mad at her. You know what I'm saying? Like, or nothing like that.
Because it ain't no conversation. We already know what it is.
Right.
You know? And they be doing stuff like that, you know? And they don't think guys pick up on that stuff.
Yeah.
Because they think, you know, they too smart sometimes. Sometimes women think they're too smart for their own good.
Well, let's keep it a band. Women aren't even good at cheating. It's the fact that dudes are so desperate they'll just go along with whatever women say.
Yeah,
it's not. It's like this. It's like, for example, a woman that's cheating on her husband can tell a dude, come through, but park around the corner because I don't want my husband, you know, to find out about it.
Right.
And dude gonna park around the corner. He gonna sneak in through the back door.
Right.
He gonna tear the guts up and go home happy. Try that with a chick. Hey, don't park in my driveway. Park around the corner because she ain't gonna come or she
gonna follow instructions.
She ain't gonna follow instructions.
Some of them, you know,
if you get you a down one. But the thing is,
it's very few.
And the thing is, a woman that's gonna follow your instructions has to respect and really, really like you.
Right.
And most of the time,
not trying to be messy.
You have to work. If you cheat on your wife, you have to work to cheat on your wife. You have to go out and find a chick that's down, that wants to, and all this other stuff.
Right.
And it's cool with sneaking around. Odds are she's gonna be in a relationship herself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all both mutually cheating. Because like most chicks that's single, and you telling them to park around the corner, they ain't going for that. Not unless they see you as a high value ass person.
Right.
And they really want to be with you. And in that case, they definitely might not park around the corner because they want you to lose your wife so that you get with them.
That's the other part.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's the difference. Like, man, dudes, we'll do it. I've literally shut up while the chick was talking to her husband. And then as soon as she hangs up, she goes back to dumbing me up.
Yeah, I've been there.
We will, man. Like now, I'm not a cheater. I've never really been a cheater, so I don't know about all the things that women do. But I know my boy told me he be on the phone with his wife with his side chick in the car, and she keep trying to make noises to get found out.
Right.
So you got to be quick on the phone or take a call away.
Hold on, my cousin said the thing that men choose to ignore the signs because it's beneficial to their lifestyle at that point in time.
What do you mean by that? Elaborate. Tell them to call in.
JoJo, call in.
Give them the number. 919 581 2378.
2378. If you can, I don't know if you work.
Yeah, but if you can. But I mean, and that's true though. Like women, dudes, we ignore signs, we ignore red flags all the time because we just trying to get some ass.
Right, or we got nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
If you're dating, you got nowhere else to go. So you ain't trying to go back to mama and them's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't. For a man to be financially dependent on his woman,
right,
is you might as well live with your mama.
919. Give me again.
581. I'm sorry. 919 899
899
9305.
9305.
Yeah, I almost gave my phone number out. Like, what the hell? I just said 581, Steve. Hush. I gave my phone number the first time?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. My bad. Yo. Yo, see, this is why Steve right here, man, because he keeps us honest.
He keeps us real honest. I didn't even realize that part.
Yo, I didn't either, man. I was just like, I'm so used to just giving my number out. I keep forgetting about the phone number here. But yeah,
it be like that, I guess. I mean, I've seen people go through it. There he is.
Here we go. Let's see. Hey, caller, you're on the air.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's JoJo.
What up, man? What up, fam?
What's going on, family? How y'all doing?
Doing
man,
well.
We doing good. We chilling. It's Friday. We ain't got no job.
We ain't got nothing else to do.
We ain't got nothing to do.
So I'm gonna get you high today.
But elaborate on that comment, Joe.
Yeah, man. So a lot of times, and we're guilty of it as men, like, we can become complacent just because it's comfortable. We don't like to disrupt the norm. So we tend to overextend ourselves and kind of ourselves to go through things that if it was a new female, we wouldn't.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like we get so comfortable in our lifestyle. We're like, okay, I know she's going to be a headache here, but I know I'm able to get away with this here. And so, yes, I'm going to have to tend to deal with certain things I normally wouldn't allow myself to do because I'm comfortable in how I'm able to do things currently.
Right.
Okay.
So let me ask you this: did you grow up in a situation where you saw like a long-term marriage?
Oh, no, I'm currently married, so like I understand. Like I've been in a long-term relationship to where the point was just like, you know what? You always try to work it out because you feel like if you don't, then you didn't give your all.
Right.
You know, so we can always, my biggest thing is like we can always convince ourselves to say no quicker than to say yes.
Uh-huh.
And knowing that, we tend to overcompensate to try to make it seem like we're fighting for something. In actuality, we're staying much longer than we need to.
Right, but throughout your childhood, were you around like your parents or grandparents or aunts and uncles that were like long-term, married 20, 30, 40 years type situations?
No, my parents weren't married. I've seen them together for years. They lived together for years, and then they went apart. You know, my grandparents were married for years. So I've been around a mixture of it. So I get both angles of it.
Have you ever heard that saying, the woman's always right? And did that impact you negatively? No, like seriously, because see, for me, I used to ask my uncles, my grandparents, even my parents, you know, what's the key to success? And they would all say the same thing: the woman's always right. So then I get out into this real world, and I'm meeting a bunch of dumb chicks or something because they ain't never right.
You know, but you always hear, you got to extend that caveat too, right? They always say the woman's always right. Even when she's wrong, she's always right. So you got to add that caveat in there. And what I've learned, and shout out to my mom for this one, my mom always told me, you know, your best friend should be a friend of the opposite sex. And the reason why is the friend of the opposite sex is going to be able to tell you when you're actually wrong and when you're not. And when you have that, like, you're so used to going to your guy friends, you know what I mean, who only could see it from one way. You get what I'm saying? You can only get one perspective. That's because we're guys. We don't know how it is to be on the female side of things. When you have a female side, it opens up a whole new world. And you'll realize that as a guy, when you're around your female friends, even if you just shut up and listen, you will pick up so much useful information that it's like you're cheating.
I hear you. So as a married man, you're fine with your woman having a guy best friend?
I am perfectly fine because here's my thing. I am a firm believer that if I can't trust you, what is the sense of me being with you?
Okay.
See, the whole the misconception with the word is of insecurities is that it's caused by someone else. When the key word in insecurities is in, that comes from within. You know what I mean? Like, in order to fix that, you have to find something within yourself and want to fix that from within, because you're projecting that outward.
Right.
I can't help you with an issue that's from within. That means that's been built up from over time, from previous relationships. There's a Wale song where he starts off, he's like, you know, I'm already starting on thin ice, so I can't skate. If you're on thin ice already, and you stepping on that, man, you know, walking onto that ice, you're liable to go under. Like,
yeah, but the thing is, when you trust, I'm not saying you don't have to trust your wife. Like, you can trust your wife fully, but do you trust the dude that's her best friend? Because like that's where it goes. Because as women are emotional creatures, they make emotional decisions. So if she has a guy best friend that you can't trust, then like any breakage in your and I know you got, you know, every time you're gonna have some sort of discord, maybe an argument about something, and then he tries to weasel in. And you know, cats, you know, dudes, we devious. We will stay in your friend zone for 8 years. And the whole time you married for 8 years, yeah. And the whole time she married for 8 years, you just waiting, like you living your life.
Tom Brady on the bench, waiting for that moment.
But the second you say something about her mama or whatever it is that makes her mad, and you sneak in, baby, I know you for 8 years, we've been friends our whole life. I'd never do that to you. Next thing you know, she makes that mistake. You know what I'm saying, or what have you. Like that's why I don't get me wrong. I think that men and women can be friends if it happens organically. What I mean by that is, I don't think you can be friends with a chick you met on a dating app. I think you can be friends with a chick you met at work.
That's where I'm gonna challenge you at, because some of my like closest female friends, even though we were younger, is somewhere where you get curiosity, you explore something that don't work, you get that out the way. The air is clear in regards to that. That don't mean you can't have a friendship that can blossom out of that. I think that's a lot of misconception right there, because some of my best relationships is someone that we may not have dated, we might have just had a fling, but we got that out in the air. It's like, all right, we know that this is not going to work, but that curiosity is out the way. Like, we're comfortable in where we are and where we stand.
So you're more familiar.
To answer your question. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but to answer your question about the male best friend, like, here's my thing. I'm not worried about trusting her male best friend or coworker because I can't control his actions. Mm-hmm. Neither can I control hers. However, her actions affect me.
Right.
His actions don't necessarily affect me until she reacts to those actions. Mm-hmm. So whatever, like, we all realize it, and whether we know it or not, like, it could just be a guy that, your wife or girlfriend will introduce you to at work. And he probably hit on her. She won't tell you that.
Right.
Nah, she definitely ain't gonna tell you that.
You get what I'm saying? But she'll introduce you to him. And, like, so at the end of the day, my biggest thing, again, is just, like, we can't control other people's actions. We're not going to like everyone and things of that nature.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if you're in a relationship and you have trust for your spouse, then you just rely on your spouse and have that trust for her. And if you feel like you can't trust her, then you step away from that situation.
Yeah, see, and that's why I'm better off. I don't know, like me, I have trust issues like a mug. So maybe I'm just better to be single for the rest of my life. Because, like, my dad always said, never trust something that can bleed for 7 days and not die.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, too, man, that's a real Bible thing, too, man. But they come from your rib. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you believe in the Bible, a lot of people forget about Lilith, but we're not going to go that route.
Yeah, exactly. We about to say Lilith, like that was, like they said God don't make mistakes, but then they talk about Lilith. What? You
know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, so, but ultimately, like, I think the biggest thing about trust, like, people always put it out there, like, you have to gain my trust. How do you gain someone's trust? Like, is it a game? Is there a test that you have to do? Like, no. Like, ultimately, like.
Trust is from patterns of behavior that eventually become like you
traits.
Traits.
Yeah.
So like me, I look at how you are throughout time. I ain't gonna lie, I put chicks in positions so I can see how much trust. I know it's messed up, but hey, that's what I do. Like, I'll put you in a position, let me know if I can trust you. Now, I might just leave a $50 bill on the table and just walk out and see if that $50 is still gonna be there. I give
but
you.
She might interpret that as you leaving money for, like,
you might tip off.
Yeah, he might. She might be like,
he's so thoughtful.
$50 in the fridge.
He left gas for me in the freezer. Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, man.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a misunderstanding.
Because you can never like what I noticed. You can never fully trust anybody because like, we're not idiots. We're not oblivious. We're not naive. So we know that there is the possibility. Now, if you know the person, they wouldn't do that. But, like, it's like, for example, if someone's under duress, would they double cross you, like to save their mama, or this, you know what I mean? So, like, for me, it's just like I've seen so much. I don't know if you're talking about movies, and so my mind is opened up to so many different possibilities that could happen, to the point where it's not even about cheating. It might be, can I trust that I get in a car accident right now and I get my leg amputated? Will you still be there? I don't even, you know what I'm saying? It's trust issues. Because, like, things
I hope that leg don't affect your stroke, man. As long as that leg don't affect your stroke, you might be in good standing.
Hey, it's going to mess up the stroke. You ever try to stand in it with the one leg? You can't stand in it with one leg.
You got that prosthetic. You ain't got to worry about that leg getting tired no more. You got a prosthetic. You can stand for hours. Go ahead.
Or you might be in a wheelchair that don't work no more. You think she going to stay? Like, it's like all sorts of situations that we just never are prepared for. I had a homeboy. He had real bad diabetes, came out of nowhere, got his leg amputated. He lost his wife, kids, everything and leg.
And cut short.
And his leg.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? So it's crazy. Like, trust is so important. But the thing is, faith is too, man. Yeah. You got to have a lot of faith in someone that you're going to be a partner with.
True.
But you also got to manifest. You also have to manifest what you want. See, like, if you go into a situation and you're like, all right, I'm gonna test them and see what the negative is, and you kind of put that out there when you try to test them in that way, like how you mentioned, you'll put $50 on the table and see what happens. Like, if you go in, you got to manifest what you want, man. Like, a lot of us guys, like, we like all the time, and we're all guilty of this.
Right.
We come across a female that we want so bad that she physically looks like so good to us that we choose to ignore everything else because we just want to add that to the
roster. I've been there.
You
Title time.
Like,
I am not disagreeing with that.
You ignore all the red flags, the police, like, you ignore it all. And then when you get it, and you see it for what it actually is, you get disappointed. You get what I'm saying?
Man, you took me all the way back to my 20s.
You be like, man, that girl don't wash her. She don't clean her rice before cooking it. Like, you notice everything after you get it.
Chicken out the package to the frying pan.
Yeah, you know, but beforehand, you're like, man, I'll deal with it. I just want to hit it. I just want, you know what I mean? So we're all guilty of it. Like, we as men have to look a little deeper beyond the surface, and that only happens with growth and maturity. And like, you have to hit your stumbles. You gotta soil your royal oats before you get to that point in life. Yeah. And like I said, we all get through it. And just because you may or may not be single right now, or you feel that you may want to be single for the rest of your life, trust me, it's gonna get to a point in life where it clicks. Oh,
that's the great. I got a girl, and I love my girl to death, but at the same time,
he on that 1 foot out, 1 foot in.
No, I'm both feet in.
Okay,
I'm both feet in. No, don't get me wrong.
Double dutching.
But the thing is, it's just like I have
head on the swivel.
No, I have my head on the swivel. Like, and I just can't take my head out the swivel because I've been there. I've been married before. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the thing was, the chick I was married to left me to get back with her baby daddy because she still loved the nigga that she got pregnant by. There ain't nothing you can do about that except for not letting it happen again.
Right. And be cautious. And be cautious.
With your head being on the swivel, all that means is that you're just being aware of your surroundings.
Exactly. It's not. I'm not trying to say I don't trust my girl. I trust my girl because I didn't left the 50 on the tape. It was still there.
She wouldn't do that anyway.
Nah. She's a great girl. So I ain't gonna sit there and act like, you know, my girl is a good one. I got a good one. But it took me running, and this is the problem. Like, so for me, I grew up in the 90s, like 80s, 90s, right? Where every movie painted men, like every chick flick painted men as the villain and the woman as the good person. And then we were raised with things like, we were raised with the whole women are made out of sugar and spice and everything nice. Yeah, and women are perfect, and all you gotta do is meet a woman, and she's she's gonna treat you like, you know, like heaven. What up, and then I get out here in these streets,
and they treat you like the devil.
And I'm running across demon dog after demon dog.
But you know what we also got to do, because realize, like, we'll watch some rom-coms every now and then, like. We'll watch The Best Man, and sure, it's because our women are bright, like drag us to it, whatever the case may be. But what we won't do is admit that we would actually like the film. You know what I mean? There are certain flicks and films out there that portray us in a good light. But just because we're around our boys, we'll be like, nah, man, I can't do that. I'd rather be this person. Like, nah.
Yeah, those are Tyler Perry movies, and Tyler Perry always lets the light-skinned dudes be the good guy. Well, what's the movie that paints a brother in a good light?
Brothers.
You talking about the one with the chick pulled the gun at the end?
Terry, will you marry me?
Didn't Terry like leave the chick at the altar or something like that?
No, he broke up with her over the phone.
Yeah, he broke up with her over the phone. Now come on now.
Now you got the chick with the Matrix out front.
Exactly. Like she would have never. Listen.
Hold on. He was light skinned though. He was the bad guy, light skinned guy.
Nah, but he wasn't the bad guy. He wasn't a Tyler Perry movie. But what I'm saying is,
later
even in that, right?
Yeah.
His actions led to that consequence. Like it's always a dude doing something to a woman that makes a woman do evil things, and then you go out into this real world and see that women will do evil things without any influence from the man that they betrayed. Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like even in those situations,
we gotta watch Tyler Perry movies. Hold up, there's some Tyler Perry. See, what I learned from Tyler Perry movies is that there's always a woman wanting to be saved. Because if you think about it.
Saved Christianly or saved by like Captain Save-A-Ho?
Like Captain
Save. Basically, like when you look at Diary of a Mad Black Woman, her husband was a lawyer. He treated her like crap. You know what I mean? and who was it? Shamar Moore. Of course, Shamar Moore in any movie saving somebody. But Shamar Moore, come in, he's the one who's like, all right, I'm going to save you from your current situation. I'm going to build you back up. That's what a lot of women are looking for when they watch these movies, because they can relate. They like, whether it's a current situation or previous, they feel like it's a savior complex that they need to be saved. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So when you start looking at movies, like I said, Tyler Perry, like, yeah, he knows how to tap into these women emotionally, because for the simple fact that a lot of them have been through it, and a lot of them it resembles their life. You know what I mean? When you look at other movies, like I said, you look at Jason Lyric. Jason Lyric was something where, I mean, I like it. You know what I mean? Look, I want to be in the Rose Fields with Jada. You know what I mean? Like,
you like Jada? I can't stand that shit. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. I couldn't stand her. I hated Jada's haircut in that movie. I hated Jada's haircut in that movie. I hated the only thing good about that movie was Tretch. Tretch was the best thing about Jason's lyric.
I'm gonna tell you about Jada, and it's gonna be very unpopular. I love Jada for the fact that she is giving Will Smith the golden ticket. That man can cheat in the middle of Broadway. And women are like, leave him alone. He earned that. He needs that because Jada is so terrible. Like, Will right now is immune to negative backlash, period. And that, yes, I get it. He smacked Chris Rock. That's a whole different situation. But because of Jada, that man can walk around with 7, 8, 9, 10 different women and make out live on camera, and ain't no one gonna say nothing because
because he got the golden ticket. That. He got the golden ticket.
Yeah, he's owed that. You know what I mean?
He's owed the golden ticket from his old bird.
Yes.
But I wonder. See, the thing is, and this is the sad part, is like, because the thing is, Will and Jada were not together at the whole entanglement thing, right? Mm-hmm. So,
very true.
But the thing is, you didn't catch Will
being messy.
Slipping. You didn't catch him slipping.
Messy,
he was doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Right. We all know that. And he was probably doing it with some high-profile actresses.
Right. But
or singers and stuff. But he was quiet with it.
Right.
Like, and the thing is, there was that cost.
Did we catch Jada, though?
Yeah, we caught Jada.
I mean,
her nigga started talking.
Or did someone spill the beans?
Same thing.
Did we catch Jada or did someone spill the beans?
We caught her. Because her nigga started talking. Look, we all know. We all know. Rule 1. Shut that nigga up. we all. I don't care who you are. You could be. I don't care if you are the king of the world or if you a pauper. We've all been a side dude at some point in our lives. Unless you married your chick out of high school or something like that, which
leading up to it, you're still a side somewhere.
But we've all been a side, and we all know number one rule of side dude etiquette: you shut up.
Etiquette.
But you know what happened? And
he fell in love.
For that situation, I'm more privy to a lot of information, so I'm gonna hold up on that because I knew about that situation, and it was about to come out well before it did.
Oh wow!
You know,
my cousin connected. He just won't give me he won't even give me a jersey.
Oh, that's a lie, man. But, but like I said, that situation I knew about before the whole interview came out, and like hearing August's side of it, like I understand, but yeah, we all know bro code. You don't mention that,
right?
But you know what that did? That now you know that emancipated women. Women are like, oh, look at guys are out here talking like females. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it set us in a negative trend.
It made us into simp mode.
Yeah.
Exactly. So now you got to and it's becoming a trend because now like women are feeling more empowered just to tell men like, hey, I just want to use you for this, and guys being their feelings like, wow.
So let me
just use me. And
do you have a way that or an idea that could catch on that could stop simping? Because I think simping is the most detrimental thing to dating in 2022 than anything else. Do you think there's anything that we could do as a culture that negates simping?
Nothing.
There's a program for it, and it's gonna. You remember that movie where back in the '90s where they used to kidnap the brothers?
Yeah.
And reprogram. Like we're gonna have to start doing that.
Manchurian candidates.
Was it the Bomb Squad? That's what it used to be called. The Bomb Squad.
The Bomb Squad. Yeah.
We're gonna have to start doing that, man. Because a lot of times the biggest thing is one, we got to stop telling these women what they want to hear.
Be truthful.
And what they need to hear.
Well,
and a lot of times
that's what Kevin Samuels did. And when he died, they were so happy. They were out there singing and dancing in the streets, and all Kevin Samuels was telling chicks was what they needed to hear instead of what they want. Because we had like the Derrick Jacksons and those cats that told women what they want to hear.
Right.
And women were so accustomed, like everybody, dudes trying to smash, dudes trying to get with them in all sorts of ways, friends, best friends, everybody was telling women what they wanted to hear. Mm-hmm. And then one dude
said the opposite.
Told chicks what they want, what they needed to hear,
and set the world on fire.
Boom.
The truth hurts.
Truth hurts.
I mean, we know it. The truth hurts, but in order to do that, like I said, we got to stop telling these women what they want to hear.
Oh, I agree.
And then number two, as men, we got to stop saying things that we know aren't true. We got to be honest when it comes to a situation, situational. If you know that you don't see yourself in a relationship with a woman and that you just want to have a friends with benefits, be honest with that woman.
Yeah. Don't lead her on.
No.
Because women become jaded with that stuff. And then like,
the rest of the world suffers.
You ever try to holler at a chick that been lied to her whole life?
It's horrible.
Yeah. Oh, man.
It's like...
And then you end up being the one that she wants to take out all her vengeance on.
And you also... and one thing that I will always say that we have to do is we have to put ourselves in situations to lead the lives that are conducive to women. What I mean by that is we have to put ourselves out there to actually make money,
right?
To get on our ground, because women want dudes that are able to stability. You have to be able to offer a woman stability, or she's gonna be done with you anyway. And the thing is, I think a lot of what has happened was that we've been able to get ass just by being dudes and chicks taking care of us.
I've been out the chat
and these women are out here getting on their grind. Like black women are the most educated subcategory of all people in America right now. Black women. They're the ones who get all the jobs. I ain't gonna say all the jobs, but they get great jobs. They have, degrees and all that other stuff, and they're established financially. And I think that we as black men have, not necessarily all of us, because I know a lot of brothers that are, doctors and pediatricians and all sorts of like lab techs, engineers. I know a lot of like straight, 6-figure dudes. Can't lie about that.
You know what we got to do?
I know a lot of dudes that still stay with their mama too. It's like a big gap.
Right.
Yeah, but what we also got to do as men too, right? We gotta recalibrate ourselves. We're so used to women being dependent on us. And as you mentioned, women are going out here. Granted, it's probably at lesser pay, but they're going out here and learning how to be independent versus dependent on the man. Because like we can't just sit there and be like, well, I pay the rent. Well, now she's like, well, I got that covered, and you're gonna be like, damn, what do I got next? Like we got to learn how to tap in with them on different levels other than monetary levels.
I wish to God I would ever be like, I got to pay the rent, and my woman be like, I got it. What? I'm going to buy me a PS5 and a pair of J's.
Yep, and matter of fact, I'm gonna get her a magic pair of J's.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what that's gonna do, right? You gonna buy that PS5, and you're gonna notice she gonna have a little pep in her step now too. Like, I don't like this, I don't like that. And you're gonna be like, you know what? Let me just pay this next month because I'm losing pay around this house.
Look, 1 month out the year ain't gonna kill her.
I think I'm like this. You know what? And this is just real talk. At least on my birthday, on my birth month. Go ahead and knock out the bill on my birth month. If nothing else,
don't buy me nothing.
You ain't gotta buy me nothing.
Nothing.
Go ahead and knock out that rent. Knock out the rent on my birthday.
Let's be realistic. Do they buy you something or do they buy some lingerie?
They buy them something.
For you.
Something for you from us.
Saying for you.
And let's keep it a bit. Women that are listening, lingerie is not a birthday, Christmas, or Valentine's Day present for your man. Because guess what? We would still hit it if you came in a Texas Rangers t-shirt.
Texas Rangers.
Sure enough.
I like peekaboo nipples.
I look at it like, I can't wear lingerie. That ain't for me.
And then
keep on. She gonna have some Fenty drawers waiting for you with the ass out.
I don't even. You know what? I don't even want the Fenty drawers. You know what I want? I'm dead serious. If my woman really wants to make me happy, let me come home and she got on some leggings with the ass cut out.
Prince style.
You know what I'm saying?
The Prince is that.
I'm just saying, come out with the leggings, man. That is some sexy stuff right there. And the wife beater. I'm straight. You ain't had to spend nothing but some scissors. All you need was some scissors and some $3 leggings.
See, I like lingerie. I'm a lingerie guy.
You a lingerie guy?
I love it. That's just me. That's
I like a naked woman, boy.
naked
I'm the
people.
type of guy. I just like to be caught off guard. If I come to the door,
Right?
Yeah.
just unzip it and get to work. Unzip. I'm like, oh, okay, this is different. Like,
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I ain't gonna question.
Oh, ain't no better than that surprise ass. Boy, I'm telling you.
Like what? No panties? Oh,
You know what I mean? Like,
summer dress cooking water?
yeah, but the thing is, I wonder, do you think lingerie is just for women to buy so they don't feel like a hoe? Like I'm doing something special, I'm dressing up. Like what?
Look. I'm gonna tell you what I tell a lot of my female friends and things like that, right?
Mm.
If any guy is concerned with your body count at the age of 25 over, do not mess with that person, because right then and there, what's going to happen is you both are going to drive yourselves insane, because he's going to try to multiply and divide and see, like, okay, when did you lose your virginity? And X number over the years you've been active, and it might just drive him up a wall.
You can't go there.
Wait. You said that if a dude is concerned about
Body count.
What if a woman's concerned about your body count?
It's the same way.
Leave her alone.
No, here's the thing. I promise you, no woman's going to be concerned about body count. Have you ever thought about this? Women prefer men with experience.
Yep.
Even when they were younger, they like older men because of the experience. Men like...
I thought they like older men because they was able to take them to Waffle House.
That too?
That's that senior discount.
Exactly. Or that, the older men know who know how to cook at the Waffle House. Like, oh, that one's smoking the butt? Yeah, when they come back from break, I want them to make my food. You know what I'm saying? Like,
ashtray fingers.
Exactly.
It's something about the smoke. It's the smoke-ass flavor.
Yeah,
like mesquite.
Like that smoky flavor.
That hickory.
That hickory.
That hickory port.
You did dry rub on my eggs. I like this.
That's it.
But,
not the dry rub on the eggs, bro. Not the dry rub on the eggs, man.
But like I was saying, women tend to like the experience, while men tend to like the inexperience, because we like to instill, like, I taught her that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like she known that from me. Like it's more of an ego thing at most times. So like, women are not going to question your body count as you're older. They don't care about it. As long as you don't bring them to the same places and do the same exact thing that you've done with previous women, they don't mind.
Well,
there's a journey.
No, wait. Now, how about if your previous chick put you onto a really good restaurant? I've been there.
Nah, bro.
Nah, I've been there. Like, your previous chick put you onto a good restaurant. You meet another chick, you trying to impress her. Why not take her to that restaurant?
And have the chances of running into old girls?
Because I know for a fact my exes be putting dudes on the music.
That's music. That's something you can do over the phone or send a link.
That's my song. That's my jam.
You can't link a sandwich, nigga.
Don't be putting no nigga onto my jams and we ain't together no more. Like, come on, that's disrespect.
Look, let me tell you, man. One of my exes, my baby mom, man. Like, I didn't show her how to make chicken and broccoli. She still make that to this day. You know what I mean? Her husband, like,
he loves your chicken and broccoli.
He's like,
yeah, her husband would be like, and we joke about it because we cool, like we do the co-parenting thing, like.
right.
But her husband would be like, yo, she making mean chicken and broccoli, and I walk up to him, I'm like, you're welcome. You know what I mean? Like, but we can laugh and joke about that, but it's like she'll tell anyone, like, women will do that. Women will take from God where it's applicable and apply it. Me, I will not bring a previous restaurant that I used to attend with another woman. Like, I want to bring another woman there.
See,
like, that's something for, like, a one-off. I'm not going to do that. Like, I'll probably pick it up. I'll take it to go.
Right.
In that environment, nah.
Now, see, that's the difference. I'm a hoe. I done ran out of restaurants.
This hoe over here.
I've been in these streets too long, man.
Even outside.
Every restaurant we go to is going to be a restaurant I done went with some shit.
So you know the
sick of your ass.
You know the trick behind that? You gotta space out when you go to restaurants.
You gotta go out of town.
You gotta do it like you gotta do it like once a month. Like, let's go out and explore.
Let's go hit
like, we know each other how we are out here. Like, we could take a trip.
I done took a chick to a Piggly Wiggly.
This nigga.
Yo, Piggly Wiggly got some good food, man. Like, them plates they be having at Piggly Wiggly.
I've still never been into one, so.
Dude, go to a Piggly Wiggly that got a deli section. That man, you want a good pork chop, some mashed potatoes and gravy? Go to Piggly Wiggly.
Me and my wife laugh every time we see one, but we never have set foot in one.
Go inside of a Piggly Wiggly. It will change your life.
Man, because let me tell y'all, man. I don't know if y'all got a Costco's down there.
Yeah, we got Costco.
Oh, like me and my wife, like, our guilty pleasure, we'll go to a Costco's and get a hot dog. Like, we feel bad at times because, like, sometimes we be like, you know what? let's leave the kids here. Let's go get a hot dog real quick. I mean, it is something that is like
simple.
It tastes good, and then you get the free samples while you're walking around on top of that. So.
Oh, sample Saturdays used to be our thing at Costco.
Oh, I ain't never do that.
Oh, bro.
Cause see,
you can get full.
I'm sure you can, man. But I'm banned from Costco from that. Yo.
We gotta be
all right. So when I was a kid, I went to Costco and I kept going to the same, sample person, changing shirts. Cause Costco got shirts now.
Yeah, they got shirts.
So I go throw on the shirt with the tag hanging out the back, like, and just go around again. Like I remember one time they had egg rolls, right? Man, I got the whole tray.
Jesus.
I was a gritty fat kid. What can I say, man?
Jesus. Sam's Club, too.
Sam's Club, you banging. Sam's Club got better samples than Costco.
Hey, what's that joint?
But I go by myself. I ain't trying to have to see
JoJo, where's that spot at? Where you get the furniture at?
Jordan's Furniture?
No. The big joint. The one that you put all the pieces together.
IKEA?
IKEA.
Those Swedish meatballs? Yeah. Let's work a drive.
I know it ain't.
Yes, it is.
I ain't eating no.
For the price?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Swedish meatballs always just sounded gay to me.
They
like it was just something that I wasn't gonna eat because I was like, man.
I mean, that's no better than saying, hey, yo, I'm about to go head over to BJ's.
I'm gonna go to BJ's and get a glizzy.
And get a glizzy. Let me get a glizzy, no bun. I got it.
I'm gonna tell y'all straight serious. Stop calling hot dogs glizzies. I'm sorry, because I was a hot dog eater before it became this whole movement. And then the thing is, I put my girl into this hot dog spot that we go to on my way to my dad's crib, right? Banging hot dogs. But it's crazy because now it's I have never felt self-conscious about eating a hot dog. I'm like, oh, a hot dog, I eat it. It's good or whatever. Man, now all of a sudden
you be looking around.
I'm looking up at my shoulder.
I gotta break it in half. Nibble
it with a fork.
Yeah.
You can't eat no hot dog with a fork, man.
A fork and a knife, you gotta be all delicate.
Yeah,
that's even eating a banana, bro.
Yeah.
I gotta break it in pieces and
Man, yeah, exactly. Oh, so now it's about time for us to go.
Oh,
hey, caller, man, before we go, man, let everybody know who you are and where they can find you at, follow you if you want that out.
Oh, man, you already know, man. Go by JoJo, better known as JL City, man. Shout out to my cousin TJ up there. Shout out to you, big man. I can be found at social media at Connoisseur, CONNOISSEUR781. Across all social media platforms, man.
Appreciate you calling in, man.
I'll hit you up.
Thanks, man. Appreciate the love, man.
All right, y'all be easy. Have a good one.
All right.
You too. And then you got to say, P?
Hey, right off of JoJo, y'all have a great weekend. Good conversations. Finally had some people up in the chats, but we outnumbered. But y'all be easy. Enjoy your weekend.
Well, as soon as you start talking about relationships, them women just come out of the closet.
That's all you hear.
Yeah, boy, you just hit it. You can hit the fake nails on the keyboard off rip. But anyway, I just want to say, y'all have a safe, wonderful, healthy weekend. Love each and every one of y'all. Thanks for tuning in once again. Also, go out there and be petty. Let these moms know. If they mess around, they gonna find out.
Mess around and find out.
Anyway, strike first, strike hard, no mercy. We out.
Later.